They had all the evidence they needed. They didn't have to worry about a jury thinking this way or that way. They had a judge that seemed to follow the law and follow the evidence. They had concrete, physical, forensic evidence on this clown. They knew they were going to get the conviction. So you have to be right. Why else wouldn't they go for the death penalty in a state like Georgia where you're still allowed to put a murderous piece of trash to death?
Question I have, Dan, why do we even have capital punishment in the state of Georgia if we're not going to use it for a heinous crime like this one?
There you go.
You know, what also makes me mad is the Attorney General of Georgia, under our Georgia Constitution, Section 5, or Article 5, Section 3, Paragraph 4, clearly lays out that the Attorney General can get involved in any felony case, criminal or civil, in the state of Georgia. So he should have intervened. He knew Deborah Gonzalez was not going to seek out the death penalty. But then the day after, he announces he's going to run for governor himself. You know, it's mind-boggling to me. Here's the other thing. Athens, Clarke County, sanctuary city. Okay? And then the Georgia legislature and the Senate, we passed legislation to essentially remove sovereign immunity from these places in Georgia that want to become sanctuary cities. But our Democrat Speaker of the House, John Burns, over in the House of Representatives, wouldn't let it go through. You know, and then here's the other point. Deborah Gonzalez, murder rates have doubled since she's become the district attorney. Deborah Gonzalez is gone. All right, so they finally woke up to this, but this was her last farewell,
case.
unfortunately.
Oh, for God's sakes. So she got voted out of office, but this was her last case, and she only went after life in a guy where you had concrete evidence that he was the murderer.
What type of message does that send to the rest of Georgians? I mean, I'm a Georgia Bulldog myself, and I don't have a daughter, but if I did, I'd be really concerned about her going to the University of Georgia. I mean, if you're going to make this city a sanctuary city, and they've done that since 2019, and bring all these illegals in, give them sanctuary, and then let them do these heinous crimes, and my goodness, it's I mean, Trump has won. Welcome to the golden age, but there's a lot to fight for in this state.
There's so much work to do. Alvin Bragg, another George Soros-backed DA, like the one you're complaining about down south there in your hometown area, Colton. Well, one of his deputy DA assistants just got freaking mugged, got broken into in her own home, and then the guy, I can't even say what he did. He robs her, and then he pleasures himself in front of her, on her, and then when he gets arrested, he smirks and mugs and smiles for the cameras in court and walking in and out of court. I mean, these guys know no shame. They are evil personified, and you've got DAs giving them a little slap on the wrist.
No doubt. I mean, he's going to get 3 hots in a cot for the rest of his life. It's going to cost Georgia taxpayers about $2 million over the course of his life.